I guess it's. I mean, they. I'm pretty sure they all use hockey, but I don't know. Maybe Sabo? I don't know. Maybe Sabo? It's Law? Law doesn't use hockey? I did not know that. Okay, I'm getting owned right now. Who is the first son of Charlotte Linlin? The first son of Charlotte Linlin. Ooh. Cracker, maybe? Is it Cracker? Oh, it's Pedos Pedo? I did not know that that was the first son. How many did you get right? Write down in the comments. I thought Law did use hockey. Anyway, I'm finally started reading One Piece due to your streams, and I'm on the Archipelago arc, and it's sick. Are you gonna watch the new Good Work? New person that got pissed that you said One Piece is political. I don't even like Hasan that much, but this video pissed me off so bad. He was literally just saying One Piece is political and gave examples, and they all just laughed at him and acted like he was crazy. Wait, what? Zionists, fuck off. Wait, this person is like on my side. Yeah. Which is kind of funny because like I always love, first of all, they didn't even understand. The person is on my side, not realizing that the Trash Taste Boys agree with me. So I find that very funny. Like every part of this is wrong. One, why is a person that's saying like Zionist fuck off being like, I don't even like Hasan that much? That I never understand. Okay. Because like half the reason why people shit on me and say like, oh, Hasan is a bad guy is literally because they secretly want to defend Israel or openly want to defend Israel. So you've been fed this propaganda that I'm a bad person by people who have very openly manipulated your perspective. So that's number one. Number two, those boys at the Trash Taste podcast did agree with me. So you didn't understand that point at all. And I don't think they said I was crazy at all. I think they agreed with me. So she failed on that front either. Yeah, this is a person that's getting frustrated at the Trash Taste Boys, but she shouldn't be because anyway. Here's another that agrees with you. I love that this always bangs. Like this tweet is this One Piece is political is like a permanent thing that in the Western audiences has like drawn a little bit of rift in like the 30% of One Piece fans that are just like weirdly fucking insanely right wing. You know what I mean? Literally, the core driving theme at the center of the story is a warlord government erasing history, suppressing freedom of information, and killing anyone who attempts to learn the truth. I don't know how anyone can say One Piece isn't political without a straight face. Yeah. Extra small head in that pic? Yeah, I know. This is what Gio, the One Piece poster, said about it in the comments. That's crazy. Yeah, this person literally has made fun of me before and then got fucking bullied by the fandom. So now he's like openly. It's so funny because like Gio, I remember, had shit on my One Piece take before, or like he said something like bro calling Luffy a terrorist, like what is he, the one world government? And then everyone was like, no, you're a fucking idiot. Like he's right. So now he's like, he's taking the other stance where he's like, yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is political. It's just not in your face. Yes, it is, bro. It literally is shoved in your face. The entire fucking genre is political and is shoved in your face. You just refuse to recognize it because you want to fucking maintain this like apolitical narrative. Yeah, bro talking like he worked for the one world government. Never liked this dude, but the article completely took this out of context. Anyway. You deleted this app for a reason, close the tab. It's fine, bro. We're just having fun. Jesus Christ. The Egyptian government is taken over by skin-changing crocodiles. Help us. What? Yes, there's a character in One Piece, a very cool character in One Piece that's power is literally transifying their enemies. All right. The issue is this doom scrolling on his off day. Yeah, this is fine to do when I'm live. It's not like an issue. You just missed the Majority Report raid. Oh my God, Majority Report, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Anyway. Flatfuck Friday mentioned, already mentioned. So, yeah, I have met the flag general whose power is literally the buff workers into revolution. Yeah, and she's hot. It's sick. M Majority Report. Finster cosplayed as you. First accurate Hasan the Hun cosplay. This is literally, this is the average Hasan the Hun enjoyer, okay? I heard she was like reviewing. I heard she was reviewing the merch. Is that correct? Your fans don't wear pants? No. Watching any of the new anime this season? Not really. Finster is a Hasanabi head? How is that shocking? I like when people go, bro, he, him still. Like, it's right here, man. It's right here, chat. It's on screen. I don't understand it. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's on the fucking screen. Why do you gotta be like this? Ain't nobody's out here reading, okay? Many of you, I tell you to read the Quran, but I also want you to read the things that are on screen. The first surah in the Quran is read, bro, okay? That is what Allah told the Prophet Muhammad. Read, motherfucker. That's the first thing he said. Literally the first thing he said. And some of you need to internalize this. Brother, read, brother. It's the most important part of the Quran, brother. Brother, read. Variety article about Jewish support for Glazer's speech. Hell yeah. Joaquin Phoenix, Elliot Gould, Chloe Feynman, and more Jewish creative support Jonathan Glazer's Oscar speech and open letter. Let's go. I bet that's not a fucking Google Doc this time either. That's actually real. Dude, this is what I'm talking about, baby. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, anyway, we'll get to this stuff in a second. What was I going to do here? There was some other stuff that I wanted to talk about. Dude, what the fuck? What do you mean? This is a Megatron tweet. This is not like, I'm sorry, no disrespect, but like, I'm not trusting anything that I see on fucking Twitter about like updates on the world, okay? I'm not doing that. What is this? I haven't read the queue, but I have looked into Donghua Xinglong's food grade glycine. What? Yeah, bro. Yesterday, Twitter thought Tel Aviv was getting nuked, okay, by Iran. Anyway, what was I gonna do? Will you be watching the Fallout series? Yes. Happy birthday to congratulations to Ethan Klein for having another child. Every time this man has another child, a conservative is getting owned because another libtard is brought into this planet. You know what I mean? So congratulations to Ethan. My man's having kids like he's Mormon at this point. Check out Dungeon Meshi, bro. Best anime of the season. Is it Dungeon Meshi the food one? German leftist anti-fascist rap group just put out a song with lines such as "Surprise, even Greta hates Jews." Civilians in Gaza are the shield of Hamas, the shield of descendants of Jew gassers. My dudes, you are the descendants of Jew gassers. That's so funny. I love German anti-fascists, dude. I love German leftist anti-fascists. Rosa Luxemburg is literally doing flips in her grave, okay? Like there was a time and place when German anti-fascism meant something, okay? Oh my God, bro. Rosa was Polish, not German. Okay, whatever. Every German KPD member. Yeah, she organized in Germany. It doesn't fucking matter. Everybody has to be like, You gotta give something to the fucking Poles. I get it. She organized in Germany. She got fucking murdered in Germany. What the fuck? Is this not a twist off? Did Stumptown change their fucking... That's crazy. Hasan, you're being kind of weird. Wait, why am I being weird? Classic Hasan hating on the polls. Yeah. You got soft hands, boy. It's true. Where was I? What was I talking about? All right, we'll talk about German anti-fascism and how much of a fucking meme it is in a second. What is this? Helen Keller is a fraud. Proud Helen Keller denier. Helen Keller was not real. I mean, yeah, it's not even a conspiracy. It's not real at all. Come on, bro. Can't see, can't speak, can't hear. The fuck's that about? That's crazy. That's crazy. It's a psyop. People are like, oh no, totally. Sure. Okay. Sure. There are a lot of Helen Keller deniers. Is not new. Rush Limbaugh has someone calling about this in the 90s. Dude, calling into Rush Limbaugh to be like Helen Keller is not real is so funny. Have you seen who rocked their merch today on the gram? Who? Who did? I can't link it. Oh yeah, I saw the Finn post. I retweeted it. I can't link it, but there was an interview. They believe criticism of capitalism sounds like anti-Semitism. It's unironically anti-Semitic to literally be like criticisms of capitalism are actually kind of anti-Semitic, sweetie, because all Jews are the powerful that control the world. That's like the hidden underlying presumption to make this seem anti-Semitic. So only anti-Semitic dumb fucks would actually say that. You're the one who's being anti-Semitic when you say, no, you don't understand, actually. It is Jews that are controlling everything. They're the puppeteers. And it's not capitalism and self-interest that is motivating those who own capital to behave a certain way. I'm watching with my cat. She said meow meow. She wants to know your opinions on that. There you go. That's my response. Okay. So yeah, let's get started. Let's get started on. Oh my god, we have so many fucking cat lovers in this goddamn community. It's crazy. I am not going to do the J. Cole transphobic line yet. Okay, I don't care. What I'm going to do instead is talk about the earthquake. Attention, that was not an earthquake in New Jersey. I just like to get a little morning sex now and then. Everyone relax and get back to normal. My fault. So that's pretty funny. I'm glad that the East Coast is finally catching up to the West Coast memes, because that's like, this is like basically the oldest meme in the game. Like, we don't even do this shit no more. We don't even make these jokes any longer because it happens literally all the time in the West Coast. So like, it's funny that this is new for the East Coast. This is a new joke for the East Coast, which is cool. Yo, Sydney Sweeney is pro-Palestine. Top of the hour ad break? Bro, I'm not running a top of the hour ad break here. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, I saw this. Dude, this is literally a Yakuza character. Did I write it correctly? How do I spell that? Kamurocho. It's actually not even Kamurocho, actually. It's in Ichinjo, right? Did they have these in Kamurocho? I think it's in Ichinjo. No, Kabukicho is the real fucking place. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about Yakuza. This is a Yakuza meme. This is not for you. Ijincho, right? That's where it is. Yeah, I think they're only. This isn't weird. It's a Yakuza Sujimon. They're all over Ijincho. And Hawaii as well, to be honest. This is a tweet not for you. This is a tweet that is like literally for one group of people, okay? This is a tweet for one group of people. People who played Yakuza 7 and Yakuza 8. He's in his bag, leave him alone. Oh, I thought you were talking about me, but now I realize you're talking about the Sujimon. Okay, this is a tweet that is like deserving of a retweet from Sega or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, Gene Park is not for you. You don't understand it. You haven't played the peak. You have not played. You haven't played peak. Okay, you don't understand. Huh. Make fun all you want, but they are not catching that guy. Literally, you. What is this? Japanese earthquakes are better, dude. That's fucked up. That's that's so that's so far out of pocket because it is me. You fucking got my ass on that one for sure. Fuck it. I'll retweet it. Nippon Earth folded hundreds of times. Sacha Baron Cohen just got divorced an hour ago. No way. Now he can marry Israel. Finally. My wife divorced me. Oh, God. Anyway, all right. This is it. We're doing it. We're doing the damn thing. Let's do it. I can't tell if this is like an unironic person or this is a meme. I genuinely don't understand it. I said earthquake in New York, 40 degrees in LA. This is Brandon's America. And then this guy said, glad you finally turned around. Welcome to the side of truth. And I don't know if this guy's like memeing along with me or if he genuinely thinks that like I do believe that this is Brandon's America and he did this. Fuck. Isla Fisher announced the divorce on Insta in the worst way possible. After a long tennis match lasting over 20 years, we are finally putting our rackets down. In 2023, we jointly filed to end our marriage. We've always prioritized our privacy and have been quietly working through this change. We forever share in our devotion and love for our children. What the fuck? Oh, this is in the halls. This is like, bro, this is a perfect meme. This will be remembered. I've never seen something so fucking unhinged. It's cute, bro. Stop hating. Are you fucking serious? Just don't say anything. What do you mean? This is a new meme template at this point. Bro, she literally converted to Judaism for him. Wait, she did? Isla Fisher wasn't Jewish? Oh my God, I had no idea. Is this an Infinite Jest themed divorce announcement? Can you convert to Judaism? Yes, it is very difficult. It's not easy. They don't want you in the club, bro. It's not easy. I respect it. Like, you have to put in the effort. There's no like, oh, I said the fucking shahada and I'm now in. You know what I mean? Like, you got to put in the fucking work. You get denied and shit. Everyone is hating on Sasha. Did he do something I'm not aware of? I've always been a big fan of Sacha Baron Cohen, but I've always like hoped that he wasn't like a major Zionist, even though he was a part of a Zionist troop when he was growing up. But he kind of is, you know. It is what it is. He's a bit of he's more of a liberal Zionist than anything else, but like, I do personally love the Iran Morad character and like a lot of his work, especially Who Was America was incredible. But yeah. Would you accept him back to the good side if he changed his ways? I would want him to be funny again. I would want him to be like not so fucking annoying. Yeah, I know, dude. This is the greatest. My goats, all my goats in one room. This is so sick. Good evening. Let's take this country back. This is the greatest photo of all time. You can't, the amount of swag emanating from this room is out of control, dude. Fuck, it's so sick. Dude, everyone is getting mogged. Barron is height mogging and mewing. Okay. Yeah, that's Trump's son. That's the prodigal son. Bro, that is the GOAT. And right next to Barron, you have my other GOAT, Patrick Bet-David. Obviously, I'm a fan of Jay Waller as well. But Patrick Bet David is the actual. I don't know. This is a goat off. Okay, I don't know who I love more in this photo. Probably Patrick Bet David. He is the best. It's just like, fuck. It's such a good photo, man. I don't know who the fuck this thing is. I don't know what's going on here. And I think, is this guy like a UFC fighter or something? All the way on the left. Colby Covington. Damn, bro, I know my shit. I know. I don't know anything about I don't know anything about the UFC. I only know him because he's a fucking hog and like is on the podcast circuit. I am basically like the hog Pokemon trainer. You know what I mean? I collect them. Yeah. Those fits are atrocious. God damn. Yeah, I know. I was watching one of those pedo catching videos, and there was a predator that was quoting Patrick Bet David in Valuetainment while trying to explain his reasoning for messaging minors. That's awesome. I read a thread roasting their terrible fits besides PBD. Yeah, D Workwear did a thread as always because it's both political and also fashion. So that's like in his wheelhouse, where he roasted these guys' fits. Where the fuck is it? Let me see. We'll talk about that in a second. Oh, here it is. I'm going to go ahead and say he's a hater, okay, right off the jump, because these guys are goats. And he's just a hater. Let's talk about some of the tailoring choices in this photo and how you can avoid making the same mistakes. A lot of guys have a hard time accepting that good tailoring is not about making things as slim as possible. When clothes are this tight, they will restrict movement. I expect this is why a lot of guys say tailoring is uncomfortable. He's right about that, 100%. He's going to block you now. He had me blocked for a long time. A lot of guys should first get it out of their head that slimmer is better. Some outfits can be slim, but the point of tailoring is not always to make things as slim as possible. It's about flattering your body shape, not recreating it. The shoulders and sleeves on the purple suit are too small, making the person look like he's about to bust out of his coat. The second coat doesn't even look like it can be fastened. Both men are wearing trousers that are too narrow and tapered. They do this shit all the time, by the way. This is like I don't know why he had me blocked, but these guys do this shit all the time. It's very frustrating. Look, oh my God, I just saw the shoes. Oh my God, what the fuck are those shoes? Oh, yuck. Oh, yucky. Okay. Yeah, dudes do this all the time, especially like jack dudes. Like they don't know how to fucking... Let me tell you something. I wear a lot of stuff that's ill-fitting, but that's because I'm not getting them tailored. So if you're getting this shit tailored, like, get a normal fucking tailored suit. Why are you tailoring your suit to make sure that it makes you look like you're 10-pound sausage in a 5-pound bag? I don't get that. The more alpha you are, the more skin tight your suit is. Anyway. Both men are wearing trousers that are too narrow and tapered. A lot of athletic men assume they look better in this type of tailoring. They do not. Look at these athletic men who are wearing more classic proportions, a fuller coat with a higher rise trousers. These clothes have drape and shape. This is both comfortable and elegant. God damn. God damn. They're hot. Some may feel these outfits are too boring, but check out Domingo. Obviously, Domingo is literally the GOAT at this. He is the best at this. He is the peak. Okay? No one comes near him as far as like red carpet fashion that is like super elevated, that is that's interesting, that's unique. He is the peak. Like he is the guy at the top of the game. His clothes follow the same principles, drape and shape, lines are clean, there's room for comfortable movement. The creativity comes from the cut, silhouette, and fabric. Exactly. Look at that, dude. Oh, with the flared. Oh, Coleman Domingo, you are so fucking sick. God damn it. It's kind of funny because this is like Coleman Domingo and he's wearing what I would consider to be like a Doflamingo fit almost. Doffy. But anyway, he's so awesome. Letting gay men compete against straights in fashion is cheating. That's cope. Although you don't always have to choose classic footwear. Doing so will provide with the guardrails against falling into stuff like this. Two-tone tassel driving mocks and double monks look like 5 open browser tabs set to various menswear blogs. Yeah, this right here, these shoes are made specifically. I feel like they don't sell these outside of Saudi Arabia or the Gulf states. Okay, if you bought like $2,000 moccasins with tassels on them that are of a different color, you should never be allowed in public. It's Louis Vuitton. It's already gross. Okay, it's already gross. I fucking despise logomania. I have never understood the principle behind it. I think it immediately spells that you're a fucking broke boy who's trying desperately to show people that you are so bad with money. Okay? It's cheap. It's terrible. You will never see someone do logomania that you respect. Okay? It is so bad. It's disgusting. Louis Vuitton is one of the worst offenders of logomania. Nah, bro, don't disrespect Virgil like that. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I'm sorry. You know, RIP, but I fucking despise that shit. Okay? You own a Gucci shirt with logos all over it. The only fucking item that you've ever seen me wear that actually has the word Gucci on it, it's still fucking not it's still not the primary feature of it. It's literally an ugly Hawaiian shirt that's created to look like a tourism shirt. I like your Dolce & Gabbana gaming chair. Yeah, I fucking despise it. I hate it. It's not the main logo. That's not logomania at all. It's like cleverly hidden. You're not understanding logomania. I did not get rolled. You guys are fucking our men's fashion advice. You're so stupid. I'm sorry. This is like, you just don't know what you're talking about. Fuck. Why? Why am I having a conversation with dumb fucks who don't know? Anyway, don't you have a Louis Vuitton bag or suitcase? No, I have a Gucci bag, not a Louis Vuitton one. Where is it? Which definitely does fall under the category of logomania. That part is true. This is the one thing that I have that's like definitely logomania, but even then it's like a little bit more subtle. But you're right. They make a lot of the shit that is logomania. You're right about that. Chat doesn't get, you mean a purse that has 500 logos on it as the main design? No, this is a perfect example of logomania right here. It's just like Louis Vuitton does this fucking disgusting, gaudy bullshit, okay? It's like, oh, look at me. I'm wearing something that's Louis Vuitton. It's a $2,000 moccasin, and it sucks dick. It's got two-tone. It's got the fucking 2005 Cole Haan. Is it actually supposed to be sporty, or is it actually supposed to be classic shit going on with the under cushion? Okay, I hate that shit. And it's orange. This stuff is not even being sold in fucking outlet malls, man. They don't even sell this shit at the Cole Haan outlet store. This was like popping, right? This was popping in like 2014. Ugly as hell. Oh. That's literally just LV's regular look for canvas stuff, though, without the orange accents. I know. It's fucking gross. Louis Vuitton sucks ass. The Pharrell collections have been kind of good. Tyler, the creator, actually did a phenomenal job. But aside from that, Louis Vuitton is like, for the most part, it's exactly that. It's gaudy as shit. Caring about people's clothes is so fucking stupid. Chatter, we're literally talking about a dude who went out of his way to buy those fucking shoes because he thought they were hot, okay? Obviously, I'm gonna fucking criticize it. Pharrell collections have been terrible. Some of the pieces have been good from the Pharrell collections. The back of those shoes are actually disgusting. No. Okay, they're $950. Oh my God. At least they're not like $2,000. Oh my God, bro. That is Unacceptable. Oh, dude, what the fuck? I got the shopper bag for the Pharrell collection. It's just not available to purchase for people. I'm a preferred customer with them now. I just don't fuck with Louis Vuitton that much. Like out of all of those like big designer stores, I don't fuck with Louis Vuitton that much. I think the new collection, like the new direction they're going in, is like not that bad. But overall, I think it's like silly. $870 too much? Yeah, by the way, that's the cheapest Louis Vuitton shoe. Even Louis was like, yeah, these are gross. No, this is the shoe for the fucking crypto entrepreneur, okay? I said, this is the shoe that you have if you're a Wall Street Bet subscriber, if you're hodling on some GameStop stocks, and obviously your portfolio is constantly in a fucking terrible pit. Your portfolio is constantly taking a nosedive. That's why this is the affordable version of like a better shoe that you could possibly purchase. Yeah, see, this collection is a little bit better. A little bit of subtlety goes a long way, Louis Vuitton. Fendi is even worse than LV. It's not like they don't have shit without their logo. Louis Vuitton is the worst offender at this. They barely have shit without their logo, okay? Barely. Nah, bro, shoes are a depreciating asset. Fuck that, bro. Calls on Tesla. See? Look. You see this? These are a much better version of this. How do you feel about Prada? I didn't used to fuck with Prada. I think Prada is kind of good. I do kind of fuck with Prada now. I feel like Prada over the past like 5 to 10 years has really elevated its game. I think it's like out of all of like the big designer fat label stores like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all of those stores, I would say Prada is like, I don't have anything Prada except for those like massive fucking shoes that I rarely ever wear because it's like goofy as hell. I think Prada is probably better than all of those. Can you rank the top 5 in your opinion of the big designers? No, because you're gonna laugh at me. It's all Japanese. My favorite designers are Japanese. I love Yohji Yamamoto. I think some of the Rigone's pieces are good, but I wish I could wear. That's not true. I got some French ones too. La Mer is pretty good. They're French. It's just I can't wear any of their shit, so it sucks. So I only wear Yohji. Like Issey Miyake, for example. I love Issey Miyake's clothes. I can't wear them because that piece of shit. He's dead now. Rest in piss, Issey Miyake. Never made anything over a size 5. And the size 5s are actually fucking L's in American sizing. Loewe is also good. Some good, some not so good. Anyway. Needles and Undercover are fire too. Needle has some good stuff. Stop being disrespectful. I will be. He's disrespecting my whole life. Wait, why is it rest in piss? I don't know about him. No, I'm saying that because he's disrespecting my whole life, making sick ass fucking clothes, but not fucking doing anything over a 4, dude. That's why he's fucked up. No, I'm serious. It's so fucked up. If he has shit clothes and then he made it only for like little people, then that's fine. But like, if you're gonna make sick ass clothes, you have to make it for like Capital is another one. It's like, come on, bro. You guys are literally Ameribus. How the fuck are you gonna be Visvim and Capital, 2 Japanese fucking designers that are Ameribus? The entire aesthetic is directly a merger in the East and West. Okay, literally everything they do, they fucking love denim. They love Western patterns. They love all this shit. And then they don't make sizes for fucking Americans, dude. Make some fucking fat sizes, bro. It should be illegal. It should be illegal. Sorry, I get very, very frustrated. I love fashion, as you guys know. It makes me so sad that I can't fucking fit into anything that they make. Ever fuck with engineered garments? Yes, I do. I wear those pants that I wear all the time, and the Fat Man jacket that I wear all the time is engineered garments. But guess what? They're Japanese, but in New York. So that's why they actually have good sizing. Thoughts on J.W. Anderson? No, I never think about J.W. Anderson at all. Bro, it's almost like a curse. You earned your money without exploitation as a social. As a result, you can't buy anything you love that fits you. It's almost poetic. Yeah, I grew up wanting to own cool fashion stuff. And now that I have like the actual finances to be able to purchase whatever the fuck I want, I still can't because I can't fit in it. And like I've lost a shit ton of weight and I still can't fit in it. Thoughts on TJ Maxx? I was a Maxxinista for most of my life. I was a Maxxinista for longer than I have not been a Maxxinista. Let me tell you, okay? It's good. You know what I hate, actually? Here's a brand I fucking hate. Let's talk about a brand I hate. Amiri. Yuck. Basically fucking, what is it? The Ed Hardy of this generation, okay? Yuck. I hate their shit. Straight up. I do not like Amiri at all. I'm a Marshall's head. I was a Marshall's head as well. But I do think, honestly, for me, I used to be a Target, or not Target. So I actually did shop at Target a lot as well. Target also, where do we stand on Target clothes? They are made by the same company that does Elwood. I know the fucking dude who owns the brand. We used to be friends. We're no longer, I don't think, friends. But they are white label production. Elwood makes all of the Target brand stuff. So there was always a surprisingly decent amount of like cheap but kind of nice fitting silhouettes at Target. I don't know how it is now. Bro, I'm a Balmain head. No, Balmain sucks. Last time Balmain made some cool shit was in like 2014 when they made those like thigh-high boots. I didn't have enough money, but I really wanted to buy it for my girlfriend at the time, and I couldn't. Wait, or did I? I don't remember. Yeah, H&M Balmain collection was like kind of hard. Oh yeah, I did get the H&M Balmain collection. Issey Miyake designed the 92 Lithuania official uniform, and that wasn't even the sickest uniforms the Lithuanians wore in the Olympics. It was this. Oh my God, this is so sick. Alexandre Matuisi, Amy Paris is my shit. Amy Paris is pretty good. Amy Paris is good. Dior, I don't fuck with Dior. I don't fuck with YSL except for the buckle shoes. I have the YSL buckle shoes and a Western belt from them. But again, another brand that only makes shit for twinks. Okay? YSL only making clothes for motherfucking twinks. Do you fuck with Celine? No. I don't really know enough about Celine. I once told you that you used to dress like an 8th grader who just discovered monster trucks and you've gotten better, but man, sometimes you invoke that energy. Sure. Givenchy, I don't really fuck with Givenchy. I mean, I don't like know enough about them. Amy Leon Dore, ALD. Oh my God, this is funny. That's awesome. Amy Leon Dore, fine, decent stuff, good sizing. Here's a Visvim jacket for you. No, it's not. Visvim's giant social sculpture denim set. Real funny, boys. Real funny. This is what is it? Masahiro? Is that another? There's another Japanese designer that does this shit, by the way. And it's so fucking annoying. Okay? Remember, I wore it. I wore it on stream at H. Lorenzo. What is the fucking brand called? God damn it. Someone will know in here. There's at least one. Yeah, Mihara Yasushiro. I think that's the brand. No, it's not Vetman. Vetman actually does like decent oversized clothing. No, not Margiela. Yeah, it's they do it. Yasushiro does this. It's fucking nuts. They do like 7XL, and then they make it so that you can like put your arms through it and wear it like a cape. Was that you saying Margiela? No, I did say Margiela, but that's not what I was talking about. Here's another thing I hate from the new Margiela collections, Maison Margiela. I think that their new collections, when they do like the two different tone, like, oh, this is like the underwear that you can show. I feel like fashion has gone out of control. What do I mean by this? Fashion has gone out of control. Like, I feel like they're bored. They're trying to find something new and they're just fucking missing, like, real aggressively. Okay? I've never seen, here, I'm going to show you this. Maybe it's because of fast fashion. I don't know what it is, but I've never seen, hold on, Maison Margiela. I've never seen a motherfucker rock these and look good or rock these at all, as a matter of fact. Hold on. These, bro, these pants. Look at these fucking pants, dude. What are you doing? What is that, dude? These pants specifically come like that. They specifically come like that, dude. Wait, are there titties in this? I'm a little worried. Is couture? There might be boobs in this, BBs. Yeah, the pre-wedgie fit, dude. What are you doing? Shirt goes hard, though. The yoke striped cotton shirt, that goes kind of hard. Look at the Supreme collab they popped off. No, I don't know. I think like, is this the one? Oh yeah, this is the one. Yeah. That's the one I was wearing. Art is out of control. It's called Revolution Against Societal Norms. No, I just don't like it. Wisdom's take.
I think I just purchased the biggest flannel of all time.
Oh, he bought it. I can't believe he bought it.
Look at this. Are you shitting me? This thing is huge. I look like fucking Ariana Grande right now. I look like every girl that has a boyfriend over 6 foot. So this flannel was designed by Mihara Yasuhiro, the same designer that makes these shoes that you might have seen literally everywhere. It's like they asked him, how big do you want this?
Bro, I hate, oh, that's another one I have smoke for. I fucking hate those shoes. Oh my God. Chunky shoelaces are so in right now. And I fucking hate it. I hate chunky shoelaces. It is literally this season's cum shoes, okay? It is this season's one-off. I hope it goes away. Now they're making Osiris ass shoes. Every fucking designer went, oh, we got to go back to the 2000s, and everyone's making DC fucking skate shoes now with the chunky laces. I fucking despise it. Oh my God. Anyway, having said that, however, bit on the chunky side, but the Rick Owens Doc Martens collab was kind of fire. I was actually going to buy it in Australia, the short one. I wanted to buy the long one, the fucking, the tall one. You are a hating ass old head. Why would I be a hating ass old head? It's literally fucking shoes from my era. When I was growing up, I should love it. Look up the most recent Balenciaga and Vetman's runway. Yeah, I told you, designer houses are the same as like your favorite artist, okay? There are going to be skips. There are going to be a lot of skips. You got to look at a collection like you look at like an album. A new album comes out. Some are fucking hits. Some are bangers. Some are skips. If there are more skips than there are hits, then maybe it's time to move on from your favorite designer. That's just how it works. Why don't you wear chrome hearts? Fraud? Dude, are you kidding me? Do you want me to get fucking executed? Why don't I wear chrome hearts? I think chrome hearts are dope. But think about why I don't wear chrome hearts. Do you think it would be okay? I wear fucking jewelry that's basically like either handmade shit that I bought from my friends, like this silver ring. That was like $100. Or Vivienne Westwood, that's also like $150, $200 maximum. Chrome hearts jewelry is like minimum $1,000. I wear $1,000 jewelry. I'm gonna get fucking ass blasted on Twitter every time somebody recognizes what it is. Anyway, gotta respect the Japanese tabbies. Yo, these fits go hard, brother. Hard. Okay, Balmain has bangers, but maybe you're not twinkish enough for it. Okay, that jacket is pretty fire, but no, I don't really like Balmain. I think it's like so gaudy, it's so out there. It's ironic because I'm literally fucking wearing Dolce and Gabbana Razor collab that they sent me, for the record, and I have been known to wear some Dolce and Gabbana that they give me for free, for the record, from time to time, which is like the peak gaudy brand, right? Okay, these are pretty fire. Okay, these are cool. I'll recognize that. Thoughts on Balenci? Like I said, on Balenci, some hits, some misses. I will always respect them for going for the fucking big boy look. They've kind of been pushing the limit a little bit though. Like, I don't like these fucking long ass goofy ass shoes that they got, right? But I always am a sucker for the silhouette, and I think some of the Balenciaga silhouettes are fire. Like, it's very comfy. These are ridiculous though. Like, these are so stupid, bro. They're fucking goofy as hell. But these are sick. These large cargos. But like, what is this? Look, dude. They have a towel skirt for $925. They've leaned far too into their fucking whole like their homeless aesthetic, homeless chic. The other thing I fucking hate about Balenciaga is when they go crazy on the logo mania. Some of the ugliest shits you've ever seen in your entire life are the Balenciaga logo mania stuff. It is literally so gross. It's like, you can't see it in this collection because I guess their new stuff is not as bad. But sometimes they go so hard on the fucking logos. It's so stupid. Anyway. Bro, all those pieces are trash? No, they're not. These pants are sick. These pants are sick. This jacket is sick. The, I guess, reversible shirt. Nah, never mind. It's not that good. These cargo pants are fire. These glasses are sick. These cargo pants are fire. Unity Sports layered hoodie oversized. Let me see. No, I hate this. I hate this 2-layer shit. It's so dumb. Layered parka is brother. Sample sticker t-shirt oversized. That kind of goes hard. How do you feel about early Raph Simmons? I don't know enough. This denim shirt is kind of cool. Gallery department. Again, some hits, some misses. That parka is the only good thing on screen. No, the parka is nice. I don't like the parka with the double. I don't like I don't fuck with the parkas with the double layer. Oh my god, we've been doing so much fashion this morning. How the fuck did this happen? Where did we get here? Oh, we got here because I was talking about the goats. I was talking about the goats. We were talking about Derek shitting on our goats. Okay, let's get back on track. All right, let's get back on. Do you like Levi's? Yes, of course. What is this? Rick Owens thoughts? I mean, Rick Owens has some fire shit. I'll admit. Some of their stuff is fire. Some of their stuff is straight fuego. I mean, it's very unique. Problem with Rick Owens is like you can't really piece it up with anything else. You have to go full Rick. If you don't go full Rick, it just looks weird as hell. No, none of that looks good. Okay, bro, come on. At least that's like experimental in a good way. Jesus Christ. No, Rick Owens has a lot of hits and very few misses. You have to remember, like, at least he's trying. Your taste in your fashion is worse than being unsubscribed at the top of the hour. Oh, come on, brother. Brother, don't do that, brother. I don't like Versace. Brother, Rick does a vibe and does it very well. Yes. Armani? Do I look like a Jordanian foreign exchange student? The fuck do you mean Armani? Wearing the skin tight, wearing the most skin tight shirt you've ever goddamn seen. My man said Armani. Okay, dude. Armani is clothing for Andrew Tate and Andrew Tate fans. Okay? Sorry. Do you fuck with Acne Studios? Yes. And apparently they fuck with me too. All right, let's continue. Archive Armani is top tier. Yes, but we're talking about Armani for the past 15 years. What about Diesel? Again, Diesel had a moment when I was growing up. I feel like New Diesel is kind of back a little bit, but for the past, I would say for the past like 10 years, Diesel has been kind of shitty. It fell off. But I think it's making a resurgence now, especially because the early 90s is like making a resurgence. So like they kind of didn't ever leave that era because that was their fucking peak era. 90s and early 2000s peak Diesel. They were great. They were popping off. What Japanese jeans did you buy? Okay, why you gotta hurt me like that? That's a question that is hurtful. Do you like Palm Angels? No. Palm Angels, Rude, these are brands specifically for basically being like, hey, listen, like, look, this is a t-shirt. Because it says Palm Angels on it, it is fucking $1,000. Now, before people say, you have a Rude t-shirt, yes, I do. But you have to remember, I get a lot of shit for free, so suck my dick. Thoughts on Scotch and Soda? No. Scotch and Soda was I had some Scotch and Soda stuff way back in the day because I would get it at Nordstrom Rack. Super cheap. Lucky Jeans? Absolutely not. It's very... Lucky Jeans and Scotch and Soda is like 2015. You wear Jacquemus? No, I don't. But I do think that they have some cool stuff. What about Denim Tears? A lot of cool stuff on Denim Tears. Denim Tears does a lot of cool stuff. Adidas Y3, yes, it's still on the Yoji line. So obviously put some respect on it. That's my goat. Yoji Yamamoto, absolute legend. I love you. Thank you so much for existing. Thank you so much for making clothes that actually fit me. Junjay, I almost bought some Junjay in Australia. Interesting brand. Some cool shit on there as well. You ever fuck with Onitsuka Tigers? No, because I don't wear those shoes. Do you ever look into vintage Gerbaude jeans? I don't know what that is. Anyway, we're talking about all these things, but many people have tight budgets, especially at the top of the hour when there's a 3-minute ad break and they have to fucking pay to avoid those ads. Engineer garments is great. I do wear engineer garments quite a bit. You guys have seen me wear engineer garments quite a bit. I wear those crazy cargos that I wear. Those are engineer garments. I would not have expected this community to know so much about fashion brands. I mean, the community reflects the streamer, and the streamer loves fashion brands, so it's not that crazy. You ever fuck with anything affordable, not thrifted? What do you mean? I mean, anything I say that's affordable, everyone is going to yell at me in this community. But if you're talking about fucking, underwear, pants, Uniqlo, shit like that, yes. One of my favorite jean jackets that I have worn for the past 10 years that you guys always ask about is ASOS. It's an ASOS jacket. I love Online Ceramics. And also, they are friends of the show. Online Ceramics is Hasanabi heads. They're dope. No, I don't fuck with Stussy. So, Uniqlo is great. I would say it's the best. Uniqlo is the best in comparison to like Zara, H&M, all these other fast fashion brands, and ASOS. Uniqlo is anti-abortion. Wait, what? They're Japanese. The fuck? The fuck do they know about? Bro, who asked Cover Gaza Man? Shut the fuck up, bitch. Is Uniqlo better than COS? COS is like the elevated version of Zara. They have some decent stuff. It's more expensive than Zara shit, but it's better quality than Zara shit. But yeah, as far as Uniqlo goes, I like it. I just don't. I fuck with that one YSL Lakers shirt you wear. That's not actually YSL, chatter. That's a market like one-off that they made for Complex Con. Thoughts on Rag and Bone? Brother, Rag and Bone, no. These are brands that I look down at now because like those were the brands that I was fucking trying to wear when I was those are the brands that I thought were like affordable enough in reach in like 2017. And I would like find one of them, like one Rag and Bone thing at Nordstrom Rack, and I was like, oh, it has the Rag and Bone brand, so it must be good. No, I don't wear Fashion Nova. Visvim or Capital? Visvim, but I can't wear Visvim. And yes, I used to wear a lot of Pleasures stuff, but that's affordable. Pleasures is affordable. All right. A safer, more tasteful choice would be brown or black Oxfords. Pick one. Or conservative tassel loafers. Pick two. If you want to be dandy, then Prince Albert or Belgian loafers. Pick 3 or 4. He's right. Actually, I don't really fuck with the pick one loafers either, but, it is what it is. These are kind of nutty, though. Patrick's outfit here is pretty good, except for a critical part. The jacket's collar should always hug your neck. It's difficult to judge why a jacket isn't hugging a person's neck online without seeing the outfit in person. Yeah, Patrick Bet David is the only one that put that shit on here. He's like, this is the one instance where Patrick Bet David is unironically wearing a fit that fits him, which is funny because normally he never does that. Maybe he's put on a little bit of weight. Maybe he's feeling a little self-conscious. That's why he wore something that's a little bit larger, and it actually fits him perfectly. So that's good. But you can see in this example of quality tailoring. Here's Fayard and Harold Nicholas, the Nicholas brothers, dancing in the 1943 film Stormy Weather. Notice that even in such extreme movements, the collar hugs the neck. He's absolutely right on this. That's good tailoring right there. Good tailoring is supposed to make you seamlessly move around without breaking the silhouette too much. If you start seeing like crumpling and shit like that, too much crumpling and too much restriction of movement, that means that either the material that they use in the suit is not good, or that the suit is not well suited for your body. Finally, jacket and trousers should always work together to form a harmonious whole. When trousers are too low-rise and tapered like this, they look at odds with the coat. He's right about that. The trousers should hang clean, and the jacket should flow into the trousers. Jeans should not be cut like dress trousers, but even when wearing something like chinos or jeans with a tailored jacket, you can see how the two parts need to form a coherent whole. He is absolutely right on this as well. God damn, these are such fire fucking fits. I would never look like this because I'm too fucking big. I kind of hate it, except this guy, he always uses this guy. He's a big boy that always finds somehow the best shit. In my opinion, we should take our country back from made-to-measure clothiers run by marketing people instead of tailors, from bad taste shoes, and from the idea that everyone needs to squeeze into slim fit tailoring instead of dressing for the body type. So I think slim fit tailoring had a moment. Once again, early 2010s. Slim fit tailoring, like skinny ties, shit like that, had a moment. Early 2010s is gone. That moment is gone. What is popping now, especially so, is old school. On the tailoring front, on the suit front, slim fits era is over. What we are now looking at and should be looking at, especially on the suit front, is high-waisted jeans. High-waisted, higher-waisted. They look so divorced. Yeah. Higher waisted 1950s era, 1960s era flared trousers, higher waisted trousers, pleats are back. Pleated trousers are fucking fire. If you find something with pleats on it, cop that shit. Okay. Let's say you're thrifting. And you see some fucking, if you see something high-waisted with a pleat, oof, dude, that looks like ass, you are wrong. You are wrong. Pleats are this area. When you sit down, it looks like a tent has been pitched on your pants. They're great. I used to hate pleats. I used to fucking despise pleats when I was in high school because we in Turkey have to wear suits to high school. And I used to hate those pleats because it looked like I was, it looked like I had a boner. I was very self-conscious about it. But pleats are back. I'm telling you right now, pleats are fucking back. You telling me we're going to look like this? Yes, that's a good fit. You need the whole fit to work with a pleat or it will look like ass? Yes. What's a good, cool shoe for a guy, in your opinion? That's such a broad question. I don't even know how to answer it. We're about to lose gay rights. Harry Daniels sings National Anthem by Lana Del Rey to President Joe Biden.
National anthem, red, white, blue is in the sky, summer's in the air, baby, heaven's in your eyes. I'm your
Yeah, it's over. And honestly, the gays deserve less. That's it. You know, I know I've always said gay rights and gay wrongs. Turns out sometimes it's too wrong. Easy Doc Marten shoes. Yes, Doc Martens are fucking awesome. Thoughts on Fear of God? Fear of God, I think, is kind of washed now as well. Big blowout. Was it Jeffrey Lorenzo? Big blowout early on when it first came onto the scene. It captivated everybody. Okay, but their Essentials line is and Fear of God is just like completely fallen off, I would say. I think Essentials probably is part of the reason why their shit is kind of lame now. It's just like, I don't know. I think we are moving a little bit away from athleisure finally, and like moving in here. I'll tell you what I think is interesting. What I think is going to be the next meta. Gorpcore was the big meta. It's still here very much, right? The Arc'teryx or whatever, and all of that, like tech wear, Gorpcore, still very much in. However, I think the next meta is going to be running core. I'm calling it right now. running shit. Okay. That is going to make a big, that is going to blow up as a big, it's already started. That's going to be like a new thing that people dress in the drippiest ways possible. What do I mean by that? Running shoes. Okay, Salomons are Trek stuff. That's still Gorpcore, but it has like running stuff too, I'm pretty sure. No, it's not athleisure. Athleisure is like sloppy, big. Running core, I would say. Running core, like, you know, skate core has never gone away since it fucking blew up with like Supreme and with the Kanye Yeezy stuff, with Fear of God. Like, Asics, look, Asics is already having a massive fucking year. I think it's going to keep popping off. Asics is sick. Okay. Running shorts, like the double layered running shorts that are super fucking high, thigh high. That shit is popping. It feels like you're delayed on every micro trend. These trends you've mentioned are already really big. No, I already mentioned that Gorpcore is like 2 years in at this point. Like Asics was last year with the Kiko collab. Yeah, that's true. Asics is like, I'm talking about micro trends that are making its way into fucking like normal circles. Okay, I'm not talking about your little fucking club at of throwing fits enjoyers that live in fucking what's that weird area that like all the podcasters congregate at in New York? I forget. Throwing Fits whack? Okay, put some respect on Throwing Fits. I like Throwing Fits. Come on. Those are my boys. Dime Square. No, not Williamsburg. See, people saying Williamsburg is Bushwick and Williamsburg in Brooklyn implies how little people understand trends in this community. Okay? No, I'm talking about fucking Dime Square. This is super out of touch. It's one thing in the beginning of the stream, but you've been chirping about this rich people shit for an hour and a half. You know how you talk about comedians having good, relatable content at first and becoming alienated from their fans by rich people problems? You're actively doing that, bro. None of us can afford to keep up with fashion trends. No amount of thrifting gets you actual drip unless the look you're going for is grunge. You're absolutely wrong on this. But you'll get a lot of truths in here, probably. Bro, just say you're dripless and move on, okay? Just say you're dripless and move on. I just told you pleated pants are in. Fucking steal from your grandparents. They're not wearing that shit anyway. What the fuck are you talking about? It's free 99. It's free 99, baby. Yeah, he is not putting that shit on. Chatters are not putting that shit on at all and unafraid to openly fucking admit that in this chat. Okay? Motherfuckers are out here looking like Adam Sandler at the basketball court, wearing a fucking ill-fitting polo t-shirt with the largest shorts you've ever seen in your entire whole life, dude. Shorts coming all the way down. They might as well be capris, but they're not slim fitted enough to even be called capris. That's what this motherfucker's wearing out here, being like, oh, I can't believe this. This is rich people problems. All right. People be spending hours customizing their in-game characters, but confused when people do it IRL. Yeah. Steal from your parents. That's the greatest way. Bro, this your fit? That's Coachella. Like, that's literally is meme fits. The fuck do you mean? And there he is. Will rocking the fucking Issei Miyake. The pleated pants that I can't fit into. So good. I had that shirt when I was 6 years old. Those pants are so ugly. I'm sorry. Okay, you're crazy. Those pants are incredible. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Where are we? We were talking about the earthquake. Let's get into it. Very rare 4.8 magnitude earthquake rocking the East Coast, folks.
This is CNN breaking news right now, and just to tell you what we're hearing, the latest out of New York, the tri-state area, that an earthquake was felt in New York and the surrounding areas, where we understand from the U.S. Geological Survey in the last several minutes that they have initially measured the earthquake to be about 4.8. Andrew Kaczynski, our investigative reporter. Andrew, it doesn't take any investigating to figure out what's going on here. What did you feel?
Yeah, so I was in my bedroom with my toddler, you know, as one does on a Friday, and we felt, first I kind of thought I was going crazy because I looked and mirror was shaking, you know, stuff was just moving around a little bit, never experienced an earthquake before, and I was, I first thought I was going nuts a little bit, but then, you know, what did I do immediately? Went on Twitter and saw about, 3,000 other people tweeting that they asking if they felt an earthquake too.
Yeah. And Andrew, I mean, what did it feel like? How long did it last? Did it bother the toddler at all? I hope the little one's okay.
Oh yeah, Jim, we've survived the New York City earthquake. We're doing okay.
Bro, this is so funny. This is New York's version. This is New York's version of like when it rains in LA. Okay? Light drizzle in Los Angeles, and we're like, everything is going to shit. Everything is going to shit. And then this, like, it's a 4.8, man. It's a fucking 4.8. Are you crazy? You said we survived a 4.8? Bro, it barely shakes here in Los Angeles. It was a 4.8. The fuck do you mean, man?
My toddler just jumping on the bed literally did not notice a thing. I think it maybe lasted, a few seconds around? Yeah, a few seconds. And then we were just immediately like, what was that? Because we haven't experienced something like that before.
Got it. And no damage? Nothing fell off a shelf or anything like that?
Nothing fell off a shelf. No, I'm trying to look. No, everything looks in place.
Got it. Okay. Hey, Andrew, thanks for calling in.
That's so funny.
You win the prize of the first reporter to be on standby and ready for us. We appreciate it. Let me go to Jason Carroll, who's in New York. Jason, Andrew beat you just by a smidge, but thank you for jumping in there and helping us out here. And I don't want to make light of it because I'm sure this worried folks a little bit there for a few seconds. What happened? Were you in the Bureau? Did you feel this? Tell us.
Well, full disclosure, Jim, I'm from California. So first of all, I'm used to feeling earthquakes. I was on the 18th floor with my colleagues at my computer, and the computer monitor started moving just ever so slightly. And to be honest, I didn't have breakfast this morning, and I thought, am I lightheaded? Am I about to faint or something? And for a split second, I thought, are we having an earthquake? And I thought, this just cannot.
I was on the Tapansi Bridge at the time of the quake, and I thought I was going to die for real. That's so funny. That's fucking awesome. Bro, don't admit that. That's crazy. Oh my God.
Walk out of my office. I see my colleague Jean Caceres, and she says, I think we just had an earthquake. And then, of course, all the producers started gathering around, and it quickly became evident to us that we had experienced an earthquake here in New York City. Not the first time. Several years ago, I think you remember we had another slight earthquake in the New York City area. I remember feeling that. That's when we were over at a different location. Here, just to let your viewers know, we are at a place called Hudson Yards. Right. It's on the very west side of New York City, right up against the river there. We are on the 18th floor, and we could feel it. I mean, once again, it lasted for several seconds. Again, I'm from California, so we are, people like us, were accustomed to feeling things like this, not accustomed to feeling it in a place like New York City. So I had to sort of check myself and think, yes, this is an earthquake that we are experiencing. And I have to say, you know,
and
being
Jason,
from
I mean, a 4.7 is not insignificant. I mean, that you're going to feel that.
You definitely are going to feel that. I mean, again, when you're from a place like California, a magnitude 4.6, 4.7 isn't going to rattle nerves, if you will. But in a place like New York City, most definitely.
Yeah, another test of China's earthquake gun, perhaps? Yup. The HAARP weapon, first deployed on Taiwan, also sometimes known as Chinese Taipei, now being used in New York City. I knew it.
All right, and Jason,
Did he just call us New Yorkers pussies? Yeah, he did, because he's right. New Yorkers are pussies about earthquakes, just like Californians are pussies about fucking rainfall. Okay? That's it. No, that's literally it. People from LA freak out over 0.001 inches of rain. It's almost like people freak out when they experience things they aren't used to. Wow, Weeby. Brilliant point. Wow, you really nailed it.
I mean, how did folks around you react to this? I mean, you know, did everybody sort of have the same feeling at the same time? Like, oh my goodness, did we just have an earthquake?
We did. A lot of us were second guessing ourselves. We were wondering, did we just experience that? And then, obviously, as more and more people started coming out of their offices, we realized what we had experienced was, in fact, an earthquake. Obviously, an unusual event to experience something like this in New York City. And when you're from California and you're used to earthquakes and you move to a city like New York, always in the back of your mind, you always wonder,
bro, I'm sorry, but one of these things is not like the other. No, you're coping. 4.8 is literally the same as like a light drizzle from a California, like a Los Angelino perspective. That's the whole point. No, like 4.8 is literally nothing. It's pretty funny that you're like trying to justify it, but it is quite literally nothing. You have, if you've been watching me for like 2 years, you've probably seen me go through a bunch of like 5.2 earthquakes, at least like 4 or above 4, like a 5, literally on this stream. Like you've seen it. This is what happens. Here, I'll show you. That's it. I just did it. It goes on for like 20 seconds and then it stops. Tri-state reacting to the earthquake the same way California reacts to the seasons. Except it rains a few times a year. We get an earthquake once a decade. Bro, I didn't feel shit, but there were other people that did in the same location I was working at. Now, I will say this. I will say this. The problem is East Coast infrastructure is probably dog shit, just like West Coast infrastructure is dog shit. And because infrastructure is already not hardened towards like extreme weather events or like rain, light rain in Los Angeles, or here, this is, and it's ironic because he's doing it on Twitter, and he's getting like 55,000, 70,000 likes on it, and it's just like, it's Twitter likes. It's so bad. It's so bad. Whoa. Oh my God. I think that was an earthquake. Earthquake. Baba! Hissettin mi? Earthquake detected. Drop cover, hold on, protect yourself. Earthquake. You freaking out in this clip? Yeah, it's a 5.5. What do you mean? Doesn't sound like nothing. I mean, I keep streaming. It's not like what's going on. It's so bad. And then I look back to see what it looks like. Yeah, that one was like right here too. Why'd you put a Turkish accent on it? New Yorkers think 4 is half of an 8. Oh yeah, guys, The difference between a 5.5 and a 4.8 is massive, dude. I love that. I love that the dude was like, it doesn't look like nothing. Yeah. If you got a 5.5, you would know that there's a massive difference between a 4.8 and a 5.5. Anyway, it's not about the magnitude, it's about the fact that we aren't used to it, so it's scary because you don't know what it is happening. Yeah, I know. So that's what I was actually going to talk about. Two things I was going to talk about. Obviously, I know that it's like different, you're not used to it. It's different, so you're not used to it and it scares you. That's fine, it's normal. Overall, like Japanese people will probably laugh at us for even reacting to any of it. Now, how do you actually say earthquake in Turkish? Deprem. An earthquake of magnitude 5 shakes 10 times as violently as an earthquake magnitude 4. Go easy on the New Yorkers. They don't know the Richter scale. Yeah, I think you guys also need to remember, like, I have probably a little bit of a trauma response to earthquakes, a little bit harder than the average person, partially because I, survived one of the most devastating earthquakes in Turkish history before this last one. So it's like, I was pretty close to the fucking center on that one. So I think I have a little bit of a trauma, so I do get worried. Even though, like, living in LA, I've gotten much more used to it. But having said that, it's not a big deal overall. My point was at 5.5, it's like, even then, it's, you just kind of take it on the chin. Having said that, however, one thing I will mention is this. The New York infrastructure is not hardened for earthquakes. So if this was a larger earthquake, or even this one, might have already like caused irreparable damage that we don't even see. Local news just said an East Coast 4.8 is like a West Coast is. It's like it's a men's rights podcast. Local news just said an East Coast 4.8 is like a West Coast 6. It's true. Living in a place that has regular earthquakes is wild to me. I live in the UK and have experienced 2 earthquakes in my entire life. The ground is not supposed to shake. What the fuck? It kind of feels good, though. It feels good as fuck, dude. Especially for the ground. Like, it probably feels good as fuck for the ground when it shakes like that. You know what I mean? It's like cracking your back. Big stretch. Earth was trying to tell her to take this the fuck
clavicle
off.
Out. It's the summer of clavicle. Is my whole building shaking? Was that an earthquake? Or just me? Okay, love this outfit. Clavicle.
You should not love that outfit. So newsworthy, she didn't even realize. In New York, they got the earthquake alert 20 minutes later after it happened. She was mother cunting too hard and causing a full-blown cuntquake. She was not mother cunting. She literally was not serving. Guys, you have a very false notion of what it means to serve if you think she was serving there. She was not. She was serving fucking boiled steak. Okay? That's the only thing she was serving. Yeah, we are still hungry. Rude. Come on, bro. That was some jellied eels being served right there. Some Mormons soaking just had an unreal time. It's a good one. It's a good meme. They found the reason for the earthquake. Ice Spice saying, my bad for the earthquake, y'all. You know this ass be clapping. Facts. All right. Do you like chicken hearts? I do. Very high in protein and delicious. Keizo said, I tripped when I got out of bed this morning. Y'all good. Anyway. Yeah, because he's fat. I get it. I mean, I'm sure that'll continue being a banger forever. Like, no disrespect. No disrespect. This is actually the best tweet I've seen of the earthquake so far, though, which is, if New York is going to steal earthquakes, LA's going to take y'all shit too. Someone fly a plane into the Hollywood sign right now. Don't know why he deleted this banger, because it was objectively a banger. He didn't say anything wrong. Did you see Adam's tweet? I did. What's wrong with people? Was there an earthquake? My nudes in profile. Not the time. Anyway. Eric Adams said, New York City is the best city in the world. Where else can you be a small business owner one day and Fukushima the next? Anyway. New York City will recover. We survived the New York City earthquake. We will rebuild. Oh, it's awesome. Hogs, of course, are probably being very normal about this. Oh, no, they're not. Solar eclipse is coming. Earthquakes, locusts coming. Devil is our president. War's raging. I'm off to the liquor store. Hell yeah, baby. Brandon's doing it again.
I wonder what would happen if something like that happened.
Honestly, dude, hogs make the world so much more fun. Like, let's be for real. Hogs see the world through a much more fun lens overall, okay? They do. That's fucking awesome. By the way, Chinese HAARP gun? Question mark. The map of the impact puts the Trump National Golf Club Bedminster at the epicenter of the earthquake in New Jersey. Don't send it. Did I say Braden? I mean, fine. There you go. Hogs are fun until they turn your country into Empire Strikes Back. Oh, the thing about Chuz, they believe in the end of the day shit and they want it to be true so bad. They see it everywhere. It's like, bruh, if the days were ending, they would have ended already. Y'all stuck here with the rest of us. That's awesome. Margarine Taylor Green says, God is sending America strong signs to tell us to repent. Earthquakes and eclipses and many more things to come. I pray that our country listens. I love that fucking Twitter nerds are like, actually, here's a context. Here's a context note. Earthquakes happen all around the world. Shut up, bitch. Margarina's right. Streamers have ruined the generation.
Everyone knows.
Oh, God. Yeah. If anything, God told Oklahoma to stop fracking, and those motherfuckers prayed to God that the oil the oil fracking yielded a better bounty. That's both of those things I mentioned are real. Oklahoma's earthquakes due to fracking literally increased in frequency, size, magnitude, impact by insane amounts. And Governor Fallon at the time literally instituted a National Oil Prayer Day. Those are both real things that happen. Mary Fallon, not Jimmy Fallon. But also wonderful that, X's new AI algorithmic topic explainer doesn't know about jokes, should be fine and not a problem. Adams versus earthquake, 50,000 cops in subway showdown. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has announced the deployment of additional police officers to the city subway system in response to an earthquake. The number of officers being sent varies across reports ranging from 50,000 to 1 million. This action is part of the strong response to the situation, with some posts suggesting the officers are being sent to shoot the earthquake, which is likely a hyperbolic expression indicating a robust reaction to the earthquake. This is not a real thing that happened. It's just memes, but the AI doesn't understand memes because it's fucking bad at memes because it's Elon Musk's dumbass meme AI. So it's the funniest thing that could have happened, and it's happening on Twitter in real time. $1 million cops shooting the earthquake in the subways. I tweeted about this yesterday as well, if you guys remember, where I posted about this, where we found out that where is it? Earlier today, I noticed a trending in Explore tab was no longer aggregating hashtags like it has been since Elon fired the content team. Turns out it's AI aggregation, and now is promoting false stories like Iran striking Tel Aviv right now, which was really funny because someone went, "Is it false though?" You always can expect the blue check mark in the replies being like, actually, this very obviously fake story is real. What's the statue behind me? It's Don Quixote do Flamingo. Okay. Anyway, let's finish this off.
Happened here. Now, of course, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Absolutely. All right, Jason. Hey, thank you so much for being ready for us. We appreciate it. I want to go to Laura Dolan, one of our CNN producers out in Long Island. I feel like I'm getting to talk to all of my New York friends today, Andrew, Jason, and Laura. Laura, what did you feel? I think you're out on Long Island. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm about 20 miles out from the city, and when it first started, I thought it was a truck coming down one of the roads near us, like a heavy truck, and it just didn't stop. And it started small, and it got stronger and stronger to the point where I ran outside. I initially thought it might be my boiler or something crazy going on in my home. And when I ran outside, my other neighbors had also, those of us who were home today, and we all thought the same thing. Maybe it was initially something with our home. And when we went outside, we all said, oh, my God, I think we just felt an earthquake. Slightly relieved. It wasn't anything from my home, but then the bigger issue of, wow, that was a really strong earthquake. And like Jason just said, quite different from the one we felt about 10 years ago, I think, where it was just very quick. This one was noticeably stronger, and our homes were shaken. I was a little shaken, but I think my dog felt it. Was a little more concerned than I was after the fact.
I bet it takes your breath away a little bit. And I was just wondering, Laura, I mean, did anything fall off the shelves? Was there any damage? And forgive me for asking questions. People might say, oh, in California, you should come out here. But I just curious, did anything fall off a shelf or anything?
Nothing fell off the shelf. Things were shaking on my desk that I was working at. On the windowsills, things were shaking, but they didn't fall off the ground. And I did make a quip to my neighbor that, welcome to LA, but I'm sure they think this is nothing. So, but for us, it was definitely something. This is not something we feel any day. I mean, this is, growing up here, I'm, a Gen Xer, as all my colleagues know.
Right.
To feel an earthquake at this point, it's pretty shocking for those of us who've lived here on the East Coast for a while.
And I remember the one in D.C. about a decade or so ago, and you felt it and you knew exactly what it was. And I was at all places, Mount Vernon, when that happened, and you could hear all the antiques inside George Washington's house shaking back and forth. And so, I mean, it does kind of catch you by surprise and take your breath away a little bit. And Laura, you were just getting to the question I wanted to ask you next, which is, I know you're a lifelong New Yorker. I mean, have you ever felt anything like this before in New York?
Nothing. Not even close.
Wow. Wow. I mean, that shows you how rare this is. All right, Laura Dolan, thank you so much for calling in. Again, I feel like I'm getting to talk to all my longtime friends in the New York Bureau, Jason and Laura and Andrew. Just want to update our viewers. The governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, has tweeted about this. She is obviously going to be updating folks throughout the day. But she did tweet earlier that an earthquake did hit west of Manhattan, felt throughout New York. She says her team is assessing the impacts, any damage that may have occurred. We will update the public throughout the day. And of course, to our viewers who are watching all of this at home, if you happen to have caught some of this on video on your Ring doorbell camera, that sort of thing, feel free to email me or anybody here at CNN about this. And I should...
Feel free to email us. He's like, guys, listen, feel free. Feel free to call me. Feel free to email me. We can talk about it. We can talk about our feelings. We can talk about how scared we were. Don't listen to these fucking Los Angelinos fucking making fun of you. Golden Kappa train? Okay. Okay, Golden Kappa train. PSA, I'm providing emotional support to my community in Williamsburg. Yes. We have opened up a new charity in Williamsburg for your... We are providing emotional support to your emotional support snakes, your emotional support hamsters, and your emotional support cats and dogs as well. So fear not. Fear not, folks. We got you. Don't forget, your animals also need emotional support.
Also note, on a lighter note, and I know an earthquake is a serious situation wherever it happens, but on a lighter note, the Empire State Building also tweeted, quote, "I am fine." So that from the Empire State Building there, and the Empire State Building also saying we are business as usual at the Empire State Building. I want to go to Pete Montine, our aviation correspondent. Pete, any flight interruptions at this point? Obviously, this had to have been felt over at LaGuardia, JFK, perhaps over at Newark.
Hey, okay, Ghostface Miller, 2 days in a row, by the way. God damn. Out AVK Mott, thank you for the 10 gifted. Zylax, thank you for the 20 gifted. 5 Egg, thank you for the 5 gifted. What is happening? God damn. How are the World Trade Towers? Oh, yeah. Eggs Guardian, thank you for the 5.
And I have to think it shook people up at those airports as well.
It
seems like they've pared down on the ground stops here from the FAA. Here's the latest. There's a ground stop at Newark Liberty International Airport, big United Hub until 11:30 Eastern Time. In JFK
Trinrec,
until
thank you for the 5.
Eastern Time.
Perry's, thank you for the 5.
and Philly now just deleted from that list. Also, White Plains, where there's commercial
Dang
service,
you
and
with the
Teterboro,
5.
a big
Cancerous.
hub for business jets and corporate aircraft coming into and out of the New York area. It is interesting, though, that this is already impacting air travel. It seems like flights are moving again at Newark, according to CNN producer Greg
Level
Wallace.
6
Seems
achieved.
like things are starting to get back to normal. Here's the latest from FlightAware. The cancellations and delays relatively low. Cancellations in the U.S. right now only 79, so double digits. Delays in the U.S. 1,061. We could see that number go up, though.
Little
if
courage,
these, ground
Mumpius.
stops do stick. Of course,
Raging
a lot
Hopper
of
with the
caution here,
10.
and we know that the FAA was on an operations planning call just a little bit ago.
Blizzy Gobbler.
Following this earthquake. Earthquake can't be felt in the air, of course, although it can be felt on the ground. And we know that earthquakes have been felt in some major metro areas like the D.C. earthquake of 2011.
Right.
That wasn't all that far away from the major airports of the D.C. area, Dulles, BWI, and Reagan National. So we will see if there is any response here from the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, which operates those airports around the New York area,
with another 10.
And whether or not there is any damage there on the ground.
Thank you for the 5.
So I'm told now that we have Elijah Westbrook.
That's crazy. They are fucking farming this harder than I'm farming the Golden Kappa train. They are farming this. How much coverage do they add onto this? That's crazy. They're like, witnesses in New Jersey describe earthquake. I didn't think it was real. Geoforio, thank you for the 5. Blue Wizard, thank you for the 5. Goose Major, thank you for the 5. Brajian, thank you for the 5. We're about to break. We're breaking fucking we're breaking Pyro Software's record today, boys, with this Golden Kappa train. Let me tell you. God from Fault. I can't even keep up with this. Caked Up Bot, thank you for the 5. Namrick with the 5. God from Fault with the 33. The King Rexatron with a 10. Okay, I'm going to stop reading these now. This has gone out of control. I can't fucking keep up with it. If they're farming the Quake, I'm farming the Kappa train, baby.
Hey, look at this. Wow, we aren't messing around. So Elijah, first off, where were you and did you feel it?
I sure did, John. Good morning to you. Right now, we are live in New Brunswick, New Jersey. We were sent out here on an unrelated story.
These are my streets, baby.
And as I walked inside one of the buildings and then got into my car, the car started shaking. It started swaying. And at first, I thought it was just the wind was blowing because it did feel...
This is where Rutgers is, chat.
Little windy out here. You know, when you get those normally strong gusts of
also where I was born
wind. Next thing I know, I see emails and text messages coming in from some startled folks saying, did you feel that? Did you feel that? And someone who actually did feel that is Jill here. She's a student at Rutgers University.
We found a person who felt the earthquake. Is so funny, dude. That's crazy. Broke Social.
Jill, thank you so much for being live on the show right now to talk about this earthquake. It was a 4.8 magnitude earthquake. What did you experience moments ago?
So I was laying in my bed and my whole apartment building just started shaking. And I freaked out. I was like, what's happening? I've never felt an earthquake before in my life, so it was very scary. My whole bed shook, everything shook.
Wow. And what were you thinking when that was going on? I mean, did you think earthquake at first?
No, I thought I was in a dream, honestly.
She sounds like Meadow Soprano. That's how every girl from New Jersey, level 7 complete. That's how every girl from New Jersey sounds, bro. What do you mean?
I didn't think it was real.
Yeah, it's definitely quite startling. And like I said just moments ago, I was sitting inside the news truck and the truck started swaying. I thought it was gusts of wind. Apparently, I guess and John, correct me if I'm wrong here, the proper terminology for the magnitude, I know it was a 4.8 and it was felt, I believe, in Lebanon, New Jersey. I guess that was the epicenter, essentially. Right. And again, correct me if I'm wrong on the terminology. Okay, so 4.8, Lebanon, New Jersey.
Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is how deep was it, and we talk about primary waves, secondary waves, but so
Carlo
Elijah, everybody's talking about it, right? Everywhere you go, I mean, people,
everyone is talking about it, including Jill. Yeah, it's very startling. So what are your friends saying? What are other people saying about what they?
My whole family group chat actually was blowing up my phone, saying, "What was that? Was that an earthquake?" Then my friend from Delaware texted me and said that she felt it too. Everyone was feeling.
No, they didn't. You can't feel it fucking from Delaware. Get the fuck out of here. TJ3 Stacks, thank you for the 10. Anonymous user, thank you for the 5. Surge Tanky, thank you for the 5. No. Yes, you could. Oh, come on, bro. Really?
feeling it.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, what was that?
Yeah, so it's not just here in New Jersey, of course, portions of New York State, New York City. We're also getting reports people in Pennsylvania and I believe Massachusetts possibly may have felt that. So we're looking at least the northeast corridor, if you will, here. Jill, thank you so much. If we can just have you on standby just in this area until we get back to you. But John and everyone else watching at home right now, yeah, certainly some startling moments out here in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Again, we were out here covering an unrelated story. I walked inside of a building, came back out, got in the car to write my script for a story airing at noon. Next thing I know, the car started shaking. I'm seeing some of the parked cars ahead of me.
Qatari dancer with 100 gifted subs. Jesus Christ. Okay, dude, am I coping? Or are you guys coping? Earthquakes in the eastern U.S. are felt over a much bigger area than the West Coast. Why? Eastern U.S. has older rocks. They were subject to extreme pressures and temperatures. They're denser, so shaking travels much farther. Example. Between Planets, thank you for the 520 subs. Should I set up a fucking community fundraiser for all of the victims impacted by this earthquake? Should we do that? Undercover Mermaid. Vox Nuz. Golden Kappa trained, level 10 achieved. We're going the distance, baby. Literally send you the fucking link. This says it's by the USGS. Yes, please. Some of us will never be the same. I felt it in Phoenix. Token Black Guide, thank you for the 10. Damn, they felt it in Florida? What the fuck?
Swaying back and forth. I thought it was just gusts of wind passing through. So certainly some startling moments in this area and something that we normally don't experience, especially here on the East Coast. So I'm going to, of course, try to...
The car was actually shaking?
It was. I mean, nothing too aggressively, but enough to get your attention, if that makes sense. And then as I looked out the window, I saw a couple of cars that were parked on the same side of the street moving just a bit. So I knew something had to be going on. Next thing I know, I see text messages rolling in, emails, people asking, did you feel that? So very, very startling.
Well, Elijah, thank you. I'm going to be joined with Mary Kelvey here. Yeah. Thank you for all your hard work. And who's your photographer? Who are you working with out there?
I'm working with Eddie and Connie this morning.
Tell them thank you, because I know that was a quick hustle to get that live shot set up. So thank you.
Israeli military has released a...
All right. Let's get to some other news. Okay, I know we've covered the earthquake quite a bit. I know it's the most significant story. Manong Hasan, thank you for the 5. What the fuck? Not Christian Ev, thank you for the 5. Okay. Listen. We beat the record. 11. Setting a new record. Keep until the clock runs out. Yeah. I guess the highest I've gone to is the level 10. We beat the new record, baby. I bet it feels so good for the buildings, like getting their Buldusi rock for the first time in years. That's what I said. It's good for the earth, too. It actually is good. I felt it in Seattle. At first, I thought it was just the rain, but then I realized it was an earthquake. Some of the things that I let you know how unserious this earthquake is, I thought it was hungry. I thought it was in my boiler. Nothing fell off the shelf. I thought it might have been the wind. No, you don't understand. We're being insensitive for saying this. Okay? We're being insensitive. We're being positively insensitive. It's really, really, really messed up. Had one in Arkansas last month and literally no one cared. Yeah, the tech tussie was wobbling. Okay, Okay, I'm done with this. All right, let's do the fucking real news now. Israeli military has released a statement on the aid workers killed in Gaza. So the Israeli military murked 7 aid workers, as you guys know. Obviously, they've killed 200 plus since October 7, but these 7 happen to be, white. So it was more newsworthy for the Western world. A lot of people got mad. Doctora, thank you for the 5 gifted. Captain ACAP badge 1312, thank you for the 5 gifted. It was very, very important that everybody got mad at it. Everybody were like, "Hey, Israel." Joe Biden even said things along the lines of, I'm about to have a very stern conversation with Benjamin Netanyahu. So
7-paragraph statement
NDB, thank you for the
on
10.
why it says that a convoy of aid workers in Gaza was hit by airstrikes on Monday, killing 7 people. President Biden expressed outrage over the deaths in a tense call with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu yesterday, which could mark a major shift in U.S. policy.
I like that she doubled down on the could. It could mark it, but it also could not. So he fucking called him up and was like, "Hey, open up the Eretz crossing," which is really interesting because, like, why was it closed to begin with?
That in just a second, but we're going to start with Holly Williams. She's in Israel. Holly, good morning. What does this report say?
Good morning, Gail. Israel's military has blamed its killing of the 7 World Central Kitchen aid workers on operational misjudgment and has expressed its, quote, deep sorrow. It says members of its armed forces were convinced they were hitting Hamas, but they were
Oh, were they? Were they convinced, dude? Yeah, they always think they're hitting Hamas. They were convinced they were hitting Hamas when they were hitting their own fucking hostages too. Okay, when they were shooting them point blank. No, they're not hitting Hamas. They always are convinced that they're hitting Hamas when they're fucking shooting at ambulances too. It's bullshit. Yeah, they were convinced they were hitting Hamas when they did the Flower Massacre. Classic. Operational misjudgment, dude. Had trouble explaining to my friends that the crossing being closed is not a U.S. policy. They were confused as to what I wanted. I think they are accidentally admitting it here. Yeah. Dude, it's always, oh man, we just, oopsie. We thought they were Hamas. No, what they thought was that they probably thought that they were Palestinian aid workers at least. Okay? That's it. They're so used to killing random Palestinian aid workers and Middle Eastern aid workers that they thought this was more of that, more of the same. Why would they, after all, think that this was weird to do, especially when there is no accountability anyway? It's top down, fucked up, okay?
violation of standard operating procedures.
Israel's military says it wrongly believed that a militant was inside one of the World Central Kitchen vehicles. It says after striking that car, it identified people moving to the second car, which it also hit, and then the third, killing all 7 aid workers. The report also found that the Israeli military's cameras failed to detect the markings on the World Central Kitchen vehicles. It confirmed.
Why are leftists so powerless? What do you mean? Being a leftist, or being an anti-capitalist especially, means that you are at odds with everything that has won and succeeded and dominated the planet for the past 100 years, pretty much. Cold War ended. The USSR dissolved. Socialism took a fat L. It was already taking L's before then. Okay? 500? I mean, yes, that for sure. But I'm talking like our understanding post-industrial revolution, everyone, shut up. Doesn't matter. Okay? There is no balance. There is no alternative. This is the reason why everyone is so fucking powerless. We are living in the era where there is no counter, no alternative to capitalism. That's why conditions worsen every single day.
Confirms in large part the account of the attack given earlier this week by chef Jose Andres, World Central Kitchen's founder.
They were target.
That boy Dan is live. Thank you for the
car by
5.
car.
Israel also confirmed that World Central Kitchen was coordinating its movements in Gaza with the military.
All I can say at the moment is...
Bro, these guys did literally everything. Okay? They did everything to the book, by the book. Okay? They were specifically brought in so that Israel can do PR. To be like, see, we're not fucking... we're not stopping aid. Look, this very famous chef and his very famous aid organization is operating. Obviously, even him operating, Jose Andres' aid workers operating in the region was not enough, especially considering that most of the aid that is supposed to come in with trucks via land crossings were being held up at the border. Even if the WCK aid workers were not assassinated by Israeli drone strikes, it would still not be enough, right? Nothing was fine before the aid workers were killed. If anything, the aid workers being killed, specifically Western aid workers being killed, got people on board with the brutality. They got people to recognize the brutality.
Is to offer my apologies and say that we share in the grief.
Despite the deaths of the aid workers, a spokesman for Israel's government insisted yesterday that Israel is setting a, quote, new gold standard in preventing civilian casualties.
Yet, President Biden has said that this was not a standalone incident and Israel has not done enough to protect civilians. I mean, is that a wake-up call for Israel?
Our fight is with Hamas, not the people of Gaza. And we...
Yeah, right, dude. That's why like the liberal alternative to Benjamin Netanyahu was on Morning Joe like 2 days ago going, innocent civilians in Gaza. Innocent Palestinian civilians, in air quotes. No, man. Ay, ay, ay. He did do that. Yes, he did those hand gestures. I mean, here, this is it. Where was it? I think it was like around the end here. Oh, here, look.
And we collaborate with the world, funding, helping the innocent people in Gaza.
Let me run it again.
And we collaborate with the world, funding, helping the innocent people in Gaza.
Yeah, he doubled down on it twice. He did it. Innocent people in Gaza. That guy's in the government, not liberal.
80% of them, 70, 80.
I mean, he's the minister of economy. He is definitely more liberal than Benjamin Netanyahu is.
Percent of them support October 7th.
Yeah, and then he followed up by 80% of them support October 7th. This logic, by the way, implies that everyone in fucking Israel deserves October 7th too, then, by the way, because Israel has been doing genocide. The Israeli government has been doing genocide in Gaza, and an even larger percentage of Israelis support it. So what the fuck is that? What do you mean? The only way this attitude works is if you just genuinely think like, well, Palestinians are not real people, they deserve it, and Israelis are real people and they don't deserve it. That's it. Just like many of you don't deserve the top of the hour ad break, but you are able to avoid it now because of the fucking hype train that just completed, where a shit ton of people were gifted subs. At the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break, of course. And many of you that are undeserving were able to still avoid it. as a consequence of all the gifted subs that you guys got. Even I got a golden kappa. Wait, how do you do kappa with a fucking capital K? God, I'm such a fucking... I don't know shit about Twitch. There it is. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. Patty Pegan, thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Dude wrote Kappa. I don't think you guys understand, okay? I love you all, but like, it's not bad that I don't know how to fucking spell emotes. It actually shows how normal I am. I don't think you guys understand that, but let's not have that conversation right now. Okay. O, Henry, thank you for the 5 gifted.
We will do our utmost to limit civilian casualties on both sides.
But the medical aid group Doctors Without Borders said yesterday it does not accept the incident was simply a mistake, claiming it's part of a pattern of deliberate attacks.
Humanitarian workers are protected. No ifs, no buts. We do not accept the narrative of regrettable incidents.
In a phone call yesterday between President Biden and Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the president said US policy on Gaza will depend on Israel taking steps to reduce civilian harm and address the safety of aid workers. After that, Israel said it would increase aid deliveries to Gaza, including through Ashdod port and the Erez crossing, the main checkpoint in northern Gaza that Hamas attacked on October 7th, closed since the beginning of the war.
Israel's military says 2 officers have already been dismissed, and it says the findings of its investigation have been...
This morning, I was able to use the information I've learned from this broadcast to make my Zionist friend reconsider his bloodthirst. Good.
...passed on to military prosecutors to determine whether to open a criminal prosecution. Gail?
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy that the U.S. can actually change Israel's policy. Where are the liberals? They were saying that it can't happen. The question now should be, why did it take so long and why so little? Why don't we, now that we dipped our toes in that water, maybe we should change it even further? Where's Brianna Wu? She's probably collecting dubs in her mind. She's like, oh yeah, fucking, see, I told you guys, Brandon is really trying. They should all be canceled for not predicting the future. That's not a fucking prediction. There's a difference. Okay. There's a difference between saying, oh, dude, Russia, of course, is not going to fucking invade Ukraine because it has not at that point, okay, in a broad fucking actual full-blown invasion versus like annexing fucking Crimea, okay, versus being like, oh, yeah, Israel certainly is not going to do the thing that it's been doing and hasn't stopped doing and will continue to do because there is no accountability whatsoever. Russia's invasion of Ukraine is still an insane thing that they did. It is, on the other hand, not insane that an apartheid ethno-state is going to continue doing sieges in Gaza and fucking kill aid workers as they are saying that they're going to do that over and over again. The insane prediction that people would have been wrong about would have been to say that October 7 is going to happen. Even though that is still predictable, nobody, not including the fucking Hamas leadership, thought that it would be as deadly as it was, or as successful from their own perspective. There's a difference between denying abject reality. You're denying abject reality. Dude, you're just a fascist. Stop. This dude is such a fascist. He was just talking about fascism in the beginning. Wait, why am I a fascist? Please. I love hearing from chatters that say stuff like this.
Interesting. Holly, before you go, does the report say why the Israelis believed, as we just heard, that they thought that there were...
Maybe he thinks I'm a firm, committed Zionist who believes that Israel's demographic concerns are normal. Sorry, what? What do you mean? Explain to me why you think I'm a fascist.
Militant gunmen inside this convoy. What made them think that?
Gail, it's an extremely complicated account of trucks unloading food aid at a makeshift pier, Israel's military believing that they spotted gunmen, vehicles entering and then leaving a hangar, all resulting in that critical error. The bottom line is this should never have happened.
No, that's not funny. Don't give it a fucking omega lol. He's just making the worst joke of all time. I gave him an hour off.
Yes, we all agree with that. Holly Williams reporting from Israel. We thank you. And just moments ago, the World Central Kitchen released a statement that says, in part, without systemic change, there will be more military failures, more apologies, and more grieving families, adding, we demand the creation of an independent commission to investigate the killings of our colleagues. The IDF cannot credibly investigate its own failure in Gaza.
We've just received the IDF's...
So, Unc mad he got. Come on, dude. Have you covered Israel opens new lines for aid work? Funny it happens right after they killed 7 workers. Yeah, they opened the Eretz crossing. Okay? They opened the Eretz crossing now, after a little bit of pressure from the Brandon administration. One, they should open all of the crossings and stop holding up aid with like ridiculous setbacks. Oh, there's one pair of scissors, medical scissors, in an entire truck. Yeah, sorry. The entire truck needs to get turned around. The amount of aid that they're refusing to let into Gaza is unimaginable. It's unconscionable. Okay? And it's not like they're doing it for some secret reason. They have openly mentioned from the start that they're doing it to starve out Hamas. Okay? They're doing it because they want to starve the entire Gazan population, because this is an ethnic cleansing campaign. I've never seen so many very obvious, broad, open, well-defined markers for an ethnic cleansing campaign be denied this aggressively, maybe because I wasn't alive during World War II, during the Holocaust. That's probably what it is.
Initial findings on the Israeli strike that killed 7 World Central Kitchen workers in Gaza on Monday. The internal investigation has found Israeli forces believe they were targeting Hamas and, quote, mistakenly assumed 2 Hamas gunmen were in the vehicles in the aid convoy. Israel has now fired 2 military commanders.
I can't believe they fired him. This is like firing Candace Owens. It's like firing Candace Owens for anti-Semitism for the Daily Wire when you fucking hired her for the anti-Semitism originally. You know what I mean? You didn't give a shit about it. You're firing him now. This would be akin to firing Steven Crowder for being racist. It's like, what do you mean? It's their job. Their job was to keep doing fucking ethnic cleansing. What the fuck? Also, firing is pretty funny because it's like they should be in jail, dude. That's a murder. Even from the metrics of the Western world, right, where they only care about white people getting killed, it's still a murder. What do you mean fired? The fuck do you mean fired? Jail, okay? Jail is what needs to happen, okay? Firing is what happens when you fuck up over and over again at your job. Jail is what happens. It's kind of like cancel culture, but like you're being canceled by the government when you kill people, okay?
Let's get right to CNN's Nick Robertson, who joins us now live from Jerusalem. Can you walk us through the findings? It's a couple of pages. And what do you see that might be missing when you look at some of the details of this?
Yeah, sure. This is a sequence of events that the IDF has laid out that they say led to this misidentification and misclarification of the events on the ground. They say the IDF spotted a gunman getting on aid trucks. We're talking about trucks here, the big vehicles that carry the actual pallets and containers of food and other humanitarian supplies. And then the IDF says they saw another gunman, again, a single.
Before you say this is just like the cops, bro, listen. The IDF trains our cops already post 9/11. That's number one. Number two, the IDF do behave like cops in America, except even American cops would not be able to fucking withstand legal scrutiny beyond firing if they killed 6 white people Okay? If they killed 6 fucking white people straight up, they would go to jail. Okay? That's insane. This is far beyond cops at this point.
So we're talking about 2 gunmen they're saying they see get on the aid truck or aid trucks. Then the convoy goes into the warehouse, and the IDF says what happened next is where the misidentification and misclarification happens. That the IDF then tracked the SUVs, the vehicles leaving the warehouse after the aid trucks had been there. The IDF says they didn't realize these SUVs worked for the World Central Kitchen, despite the fact these were markings are clearly emblazoned on those vehicles. The IDF then says that those vehicles were engaged because the IDF believed that the gunmen were inside those SUVs now, no longer on the aid trucks after they've been to the warehouse, but inside the SUVs. Now, the IDF says this should not have happened. It was against their protocols and against their rules of engagement. And they have now dismissed a major who was directly involved in the
A 17-year-old major brigadier general
incident, and the brigade chief of staff, a reserve colonel, and disciplined the brigade commander as well. Now, the World Central Kitchen say that it is good that the IDF has acknowledged and accepted responsibility. It's good that they have taken disciplinary action.
Oh, yeah, it's so good. Guys, it's all good now. It's all good. They've been disciplined, okay? They feel really bad. Not because they did it, by the way. They just feel really bad because they got yelled at. Not because they did it, not because they took lives, because they've been doing that literally since October 8th. They feel bad because the Western world was like, what the fuck are you doing? You did too much of the thing that we have been totally allowing you to do. You did it to our guys. It's not that they got caught, because they've been caught killing people that they're not supposed to, like little children that are calling for medical professionals, killing medical personnel that goes up to, children trapped. They literally stop ambulances regularly. They do this every fucking day, by the way, and they do it so much that it doesn't even get news coverage. Settlers sending gift baskets to the fired soldiers. What is this? Nochi Mendel, the guy responsible for killing 7 humanitarian aid workers, received a thank you letter and a box of chocolate from his settler community. To our neighbor and friend, Colonel Nochi Mendel, a token of appreciation from us, the people of Gush Etzion. Kudos to you for your continued contribution and dedication in the war in the Gaza Strip. We are sure that you have always acted in accordance with the spirit of the IDF. I mean, they're right. They're right. He is acting with the spirit of the IDF, for the record. Technically, these guys are right. They're not wrong. It's not an English chat. This is Google Translate. Why are you guys like this? Lemao, nice Photoshop. Come on. Come on. Listen, brothers and sisters, I need you to understand something. A lot of things come across like it's fucking insane. Here's the original. Okay, here's the original from a con news reporter. Are you happy? Are you happier now? I know it looks fake, and I know it sounds insane. Like, who could fucking do something like this? This is unconscionable, right? It's Google Translate. Okay? Are you happy, dummy? Why does your dick feel this way? Why are you the way that you are? Imagine being a loud bitch about it, and when confronted, you talk to donators. Meds. Take your meds. Take your meds. Take your meds. Take your meds now. You have forgotten to take your medication today, chatter. All right, let's continue. So that's Google Translate. Although some are quick to judge when they are under the neon lights, but we who participated in battles and fought against a cruel enemy know that in the context of combat with the fog of battle, mistakes are made, and that is part of the price of war. Unfortunately, the IDF forces accidentally killed hostages, soldiers were killed by the fire of our own forces, and the Army command realized that unfortunately this is part of the war. The importance of the political campaign is clear to us, but it is forbidden for soldiers and commanders to pay such a high price. We send you a warm hug and salute you, Yaron Rosenthal, on behalf of the residents of Gush Etzion. Here's the original. So just understand, technically he's right. The settler community is correct. He was acting in the spirit of the IDF. And he did technically get fired specifically because there was a political price for it. Okay? Yeah. This is madness. I can read a little bit of Hebrew and that translation seems accurate, but take it with a grain of salt. I mean, it's Google Translate. It's going to be the best that we can get without, actually being good, decent readers of Hebrew. This to me is a perfect demonstration of how brain-breaking fascism is. Okay, this is just pure fascism. Like they're not riding for this guy alone. They're also straight up saying like even the fucking soldiers that killed our own Israeli citizens actually were just doing their jobs. That's why the dehumanization, the steady propaganda of dehumanization that is required to maintain a captive audience that is willing participants in fascism actually ends up dehumanizing them. Okay? A person who thinks this way is no longer human. They've lost their humanity. They've lost their capacity for empathy completely. They are now a part of a machine, a broader project, a project that is fascist. Okay? If they were brown aid workers from an African country, it probably wouldn't have even made Western media sad, but true, it didn't. 200 aid workers have been killed before these 7. 200. You never heard about it. ANIRA literally stopped their operations after the WCK aid workers were killed. ANIRA had an aid worker killed of Middle Eastern descent, of course, a month prior. You didn't even hear about it in the news. So it's not even this is not something that we need to speculate on. This is something that we know is a fact. UNRWA and ANIRA and many other aid organizations that hire almost entirely Middle Eastern aid workers are not considered real casualties, real deaths. The 35,000+ that we know of that have been murdered by Israel are not considered real deaths. They're just a number. It's statistics. Okay? If you want to see it. They've been targeting journalists. They've been targeting doctors. They've been targeting healthcare professionals. They have been... What? The problem is that most people are like that, even in Israel, even a decent amount of Israeli Arabs. Wait, what do you mean? A big chunk of Israeli Arabs are like that. Yeah. If you are dedicated to the Zionist project, which happens to, it happens to only come to fruition with the full-blown extermination of all Muslims and Christians in this region, you are going to take it to this level. Wait, Candace Owens? What is... Candace Owens wants to debate Sharpino. I would like to debate Ben Shapiro about Israel and the current definition of anti-Semitism. Can somebody make that happen? Ay, ay, ay. It's awkward how the IDF keeps killing civilians and killing workers in Gaza, and the only reason why it becomes relevant for the media. Yes, the cruel irony of residents of an illegal settlement gifting chocolate to a war criminal who bombed workers delivering food aid to starving people in a war zone. It's just cruel. It's not even ironic, dude. It's just like, it's not ironic at all. It is completely in line with these values. And the reason why the WCK aid workers getting killed is even more significant and an even larger L for Israel politically is because Jose Andres was in defense of Israel, saying that they were not doing. Yeah, it's not ironic at all. He was saying that they're not doing a genocide, as a matter of fact, and that they brought him in specifically so they could show the world. Like, Israel brought him in specifically so they could show the world, like, see, we're letting in humanitarian aid, actually. Like, fuck UNRWA. WCK is doing the right thing. UNRWA is all terrorists. WCK is not. That type of shit. So they fucking killed their own PR people, their own people that were doing, that they were trying to utilize for PR.